there are some jaw-dropping not even stories. It's just like, what was going on. Conversations you had with Peter, Tyler, Jed that are all in this book that, Rhea and I were like, okay, she's telling us and we're reading it and it's happening. What was the process like for that? And did you have to talk to these guys and say, I'm putting this in the book?
Right. Was there warning or you're just doing it? Either way, I respect it.
Yeah,
I think
either way, we love it.
Everybody who listens to this podcast should get this book because I know you're going to want to read what's in there. Because we read it and we were like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, this is the part where, I think that if I'm talking about my life and I've had these like relationships publicly, I think there is to be like assumed that I'm probably going to talk about them. So no, I haven't I didn't ask for permission, but I also am not putting stories in or what happened in my life to put anybody else out. It's just every story that I put in there, I wanted to make sure I was like, okay, is this just for gossip? Is this just for people to run a headline about? And if it was that, then it wasn't put in the book. Because I had a lot of stuff. Everything that I put in the book, there was for a bigger purpose, maybe something that I feel a lot of girls have experienced that can understand. Maybe not into the same degree, but have had these similar situations and feelings and just type of relationships with men. And so what I put in there, I wanted it to really be able to resonate and have an impact of somebody has been in the same position as me and this has happened and how that affected me. But there's definitely some things that are shocking, but I wanted to be as honest as possible. And I think I had to. That's why the past, over a year, I haven't really done much except this book because I needed to take some time to be what the freak just happened?
And also, you'll have more to add into the book if you keep doing stuff. You got to finish the book somehow.
Right. You're right.
Right.
You're 27 years old. You need the book has to end somewhere. But
yeah. So no, they don't have. I don't know. Maybe right before the book comes out, I'll tell.
I was gonna say, have any of them? So none of them have read it yet.
No,
I'm gathering that they don't know.
Oh,
and
my
I will
goodness
say this,
gracious!
I will say this. Like you said, a lot of women can relate to some stories in there because I was reading. I won't reveal what the story was, but there was a story about you and Peter in there that I think is going to be very relatable to a lot of people. Even myself, I was reading it and I was like, "This shit happens to everyone, huh?"
Yeah. That is one of the story. I kind of was like, ugh. But. I talked to some girlfriends and it was this happens all the time. And I think people will just be like, oh, I get it. This, I feel that.
You are right. I think because so many people were tuned in to every detail of your life at that time that you're filling in a lot of blanks for where when Rhea and I read it, it was makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's just little clarifying.
Right, and it doesn't leave room for people to make up stories about you because that's a lot of what happens, and a lot of people assume so many things about your life and everybody in Bachelor Nation's lives. It's oh no, this is what happened. They act like they know specifically from a direct source, and they just don't. They're making it up. So this gives, like you said, everyone clarity. No, this is my story, and I'm telling you exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing is I am a pretty, especially after this 2 years or so, I'm very self-aware. And I think in every, story or part of my life, I also initiate like where like I have made missteps. It's not all like, even these relationships with men that I've had that I talk about, like it's sometimes what I've allowed in my own life. It's not like no story is to like throw a guy under the like what is it, under the tracks or whatever, but like
the bus.
I under the bus. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I told you only have 2 brain cells left.
Under the tracks, on the tracks, under the bus, under the train.
They're being run over somehow.
But at the same time, like, it's still juicy and interesting. But I feel like I try to take like ownership of my part in the relationships too.
And also, you're in a very happy relationship right now. Like you mentioned, your boyfriend, Adam, you guys are so cute. We see you guys on social media. And I think that when you found this person, everyone was so happy for you because they can feel how genuinely happy that you were. So now it's kind of like these guys, it's like you're not like, you know, still so angry at them, but it's kind of like, this is just what happened.
Right. And I'm not about to make a book pun, but I am like, that chapter has ended and you have moved
you just
on.
Made a book pun.
I made a book pun. I did.
I'm uncomfortable, but I
know.
liked it.
I had to do it.